Let me start by saying that this is not some cheeky, sneaky way to sell you guys on premium diecast and let you come over to the Model Cars Houston side. These are actually just gonna be 5 legit reasons it sucks being a Hot Wheels collector. But let's get started right now. Number 1 is gonna be hoarding versus collecting. So the problem with this one is that within the community, a lot of people are taking advantage of taking whatever they can see and get and as much as they want, rather than letting people that are true collectors partake in the hobby. These guys are taking advantage of it for themselves. Many collectors start blurring the line between collecting and hoarding. These guys will buy in bulk or just clear the entire shelf, leaving only fantasy cars left over. These types of habits will create a sense of scarcity, FOMO, and leaving casual buyers and even kids, which to me that they're intended for, empty-handed. The second reason that it sucks being a Hot Wheels collector is the reseller frenzy. Now, this one, I know we've seen it across all the marketplaces, eBay, even at your local diecast shows and tables that you've seen. And to me, this one is where the collectors are driven more by the profit side of things, whereas it's not much about the passion anymore. These types of people, also known as scalpers, will snatch up all the rare stuff, they'll snatch up all the good stuff, they'll snatch up all the things that are in the highest demand. And the sole intent of these types of collectors is to resell them at some exorbitant, incredibly high price. To me, this type of behavior sours the community and it puts a dent into the collecting part of it. And it can even lead to resentment and hostility within the community. For number 3, this one I haven't seen it in person, and maybe you guys might be able to share some personal experience stories down in the comments, but this one is going to be called toxic competition. This is where this Hot Wheels hobby turns into a cutthroat game. Collectors may sabotage others by hiding some of the cars throughout the store so they can't find it and they could come back later, maybe even spreading misinformation online, taking advantage of people that maybe aren't too savvy with the Hot Wheels hobby, or engaging in rivalries or turning the entire hobby into a battlefield, especially when it comes to some of the OG collectors and some of the new collectors coming in. And of course, my favorite is where the collector is working with the workers and employees at department stores and gets special treatment. To me, that just takes away as to part of the fun of the hobby, but I'll let you guys decide what you think about it. Number 4 is going to be similar to the toxic competition, but this is going to be more related to the behavior side. So I'm dubbing this one toxic behavior within the community. I think collector groups, both online and maybe even offline, can create a cesspool for toxicity. And this one's easy to do because you're obviously behind a computer monitor, behind a keyboard, you've got the keyboard ninjas and warriors, and they are gonna go ham on people that maybe are not too knowledgeable about it, or maybe showing off their collection and it's subpar. A lot of the bullying goes on, and a lot of that behavior all over, guess what guys? Kids' toys. To me, that's the irony of it, and I don't know where that all started or where it all came from, but to me, it should be full stop. And the last item on this list is gonna be the obsession habits of this hobby. Now, this one is particular to people that are really obsessive about finding like treasure hunts, or they gotta find those super treasure hunts, and they gotta do everything they can. They gotta get off work, they gotta skip this, do that, go run that errand for their wife or girlfriend just to go to the store. And to me, it's just too much. At the end of the day, it's not that serious. And to me, anyone that takes it that seriously for something like that is a little bit too much. It should just be enjoying the hobby, casually collecting, just get what you like. If you don't, no problem. You see it for 10 times the price online, no problem. I'm not gonna get it because it's not that serious to me. But I think the problem with this one for some people is that you can experience anxiety, you can feel a lot of the FOMO, frustration, and maybe ultimate burnout and just giving up on the hobby altogether because it's just not what you thought it was. And the constant chasing with little to no return can be exhausting and really run down the entire experience. Okay guys, that was the 5 reasons reasons why it is not great to be a Hot Wheels collector. And if you are a Hot Wheel collector, let me know what you guys think about these reasons. If you used to be a Hot Wheels collector, then maybe these were some of the reasons why you got out of it. But let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.